Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good morning to all of you. Hope you all are fine. I am your science teacher of class 5 from Ismailia Youth Services School. Students, keep instruction in your mind. During class, don't interrupt, use chat box and don't raise hand. I will solve your difficulty in last 10 minutes in chat box. I'm sure my all smart students have their science book and science copy and hope you will have done your all science work in your copy. Students, hope you all are preparing and read all the units and try to make 20 MCQs from each unit by yourself for the online assessment. And also practice the book MCQs correctly. Hope you all will perform good in coming assessment. Actually, today is our last unit in midterm syllabus unit air. And what is air? Living things need air to survive. We are breathing air in and out all the time. We can't see air, but we can feel it. Students, for example, we can feel air when we move our hands backward and forward. We can also feel air pushing against from the body. When we run, air is everywhere. It is all around us. What do you think air is present in the water? Where the aquatic plants and the animals live. Air is also present in the soil. That is why animals like earthworm are able to live in the soil. What are the air properties? Air is metal and its gaseous states. Anything that has mass and occupies space is called matter. Air has and air has a mass and take up space. How can we prove that air has weight and occupies space? We can conduct an experiment to see air has weight and occupies space. What is the experiment? Take a two balloons. One is inflated and second is deflated. Hang them, two balloons, in the string, same as the picture. We can observe that students, the inflated balloons need more space. The inflated balloon needs more space because it has air inside. Air has weight. The inflated balloon is pulling the ruler down. Pull the ruler down because it has air inside, so it is heavier than the deflated balloons. This proves that air has mass and weight. So, through this experiment, we can prove that the air has occupied space and have a space. Student, what do you think? Where does air comes from? And what do you think that what is the air? You can feel air, but you cannot touch the air. What is the air and where it is found? Surrounding us, it is a thick layer of air called atmosphere. It is like a blanket around the earth. It extends to several hundred kilometers above the earth. Without the atmosphere, there would be no life on earth because it contains the important gases, control weather, and protect the earth from the harmful rays of the sun and carries the sound. As we go higher up above the earth, the amount of the earth reduces. And students, this is the definition of the atmosphere. The earth is surrounded by the layer of the gases called atmosphere. This mixture of gas is called air. The atmosphere is necessary for life on earth because it contains the important gases, control the weather, carry sound, and protect the earth from the harmful rays. What do you think? Moon has atmosphere? What do you think? As we go high up above the earth, the amount of air reduces. The moon doesn't have an atmosphere. So living things can't survive on the moon. Okay? Now move to the next topic. What are the layers of the atmosphere? The atmosphere has a five main layers. You can see this is our earth and these are the layers of the atmosphere. One is, second is, third is, fourth is, and the last is that. What are these names and what are the purpose of these layers? The atmosphere is made up of the five main layers. You can easily see in this slide. First layer is troposphere. The second is stratosphere. The third is mesosphere. Fourth is thermosphere. And the last is exosphere. The part of the earth that you are floating, it has a maximum of air is called the troposphere. This is the layer in which clouds are formed. Even in the troposphere, air gets very thin high up and breathing is difficult. The distance is 12 kilometers from the earth. You can observe that in the first layer, troposphere, the distance between the earth and troposphere is 12 kilometers. Okay? Now, in this second, the jet aeroplane fly at above the 20 kilometers above the earth in the layer of air is called stratosphere. This layer of the atmosphere extends from the 50 kilometer to 56 kilometer or the 50 kilometer above the earth. There is a little air in the stratosphere. You can observe that because the jet aeroplane fly at above the 20 kilometers. You can see all the aeroplanes or the jet aeroplanes in the layer of stratosphere. The next layer are the mesosphere. This region, the temperature can go lowest minus 90 degree. This layer goes to the above 80 kilometer above the earth. You can observe that the distance between the mesosphere and the earth is 80 kilometer. And after this the layer is called the thermosphere. This is the thermosphere. The temperature going to increase in this layer. You know why? It is because the air is thin. To maintain the temperature of this air, after this layer, it is the exosphere. You can see this black surfaces. This is called the exosphere. And in this picture, you can see that this area is called a thermosphere. But in this slide, we can show that yes, it is the exosphere. First is troposphere, second stratosphere, third is mesosphere, fourth is thermosphere, and the last is exosphere. So students, the atmosphere is made up of the five main layers. The layers of the gases are thicker closest to the ground, but as we move above higher, the layer become thinner. This is the five main layers of the atmosphere. What is the ozone layer? Have you ever listened this word? Okay. The ozone layer is the stratosphere contains the layer of a gas called ozone. It is present in the is prevent the harmful layer of the sun from the reaching to the earth. These rays are very dangerous and can cause the eyes problem and can cause the skin cancer. So it is the answer of your one question book. What is the ozone layer? The ozone layer is in the one of the most important layers of the atmosphere, the stratosphere. Ozone is a form of oxygen. It is helpful to the life on the earth because it is like a protective blanket on the earth. It blocks most harmful rays of the sun from the reaching the earth. Is it clear, my dear? Okay. Now move to the next topic. Composition of air. You can observe this picture. There are the many conditions of the weather. You can observe that. Here are the snowing. Here are the raining. Here are the foggy weathers. So what happened? It is because of the composition of the air and the changing in the water vapors. Air is mixture of different gases such as oxygen, nitrogen, carbon dioxide and some other gases. Air is also contain the changing amount of the water vapor. Actually students, what when fog is created during the winter, the air just above the land is cold. This sometimes cause the water vapor to condense on particles of the dust and smoke to form the close to the ground, and it is called the fog. Okay? And what is the hail? The small rounded pieces of the ice that sometimes fall during the thunderstorm. It is called the hail. Okay. Now, the percentage of the different gases in the atmosphere. What are the percentage of the different gases in the atmosphere? It is, you can see that this is the, you can see this oxygen is present in the 21%, nitrogen present 78%, carbon dioxide present in our atmosphere is 0.4%, and other gases 1%. Argon is present in the other gases. So 1% present in the argon in atmosphere, the other gas is 1%, carbon dioxide 0.04%, oxygen 21%, nitrogen 78%. A colorless gas with no smell called nitrogen form more than three-fourths, about the 78% of air. About the one-fifth, 21% is gas oxygen, and other gas such as argon, carbon dioxide, and the other form of remaining is small portion 1%. Only 300 of air, 0.3 is carbon dioxide, but it is the enough for the plants to make the food. Besides these gases, air also contains the dust, smoke, and water vapor. The amount of these percent in the air varies from the place to place and time to time. This is a chart to show you clearly the percentage present in the atmosphere. The nitrogen present in the atmosphere, I repeat that, 78.08%. Oxygen present in 20.94%. Carbon dioxide present in 0.3%, other gases 0.95%, and the water vapors. Water vapor means the hail, fog, different type of the forms of the water vapor, rain, snow is variable. Okay. I'm sure you the examples are clearly the water vapor, how the water vapor is variable in the atmosphere. For example, the Karachi has more water vapor in the air, almost throughout the air than Islamabad. This is because the Karachi is situated near the sea. There is lots of evaporation of the seawater due to the heat of the sun. Students, these increased amount of the water vapor in the air in Karachi. In Islamabad, air contains a lots of water vapor during the rainy season and much less during the other season. The amount of water vapors in the air is called humidity. It is called the humidity. Your book in page number 78, there are the terms are highlighted. The humid, we can say that it is humid. It is called the humidity, and the definition of the humidity is that the amount of water vapors in the air is called humidity. Next is, what is the purpose of oxygen? What is the use of the nitrogen? And what are the use of the other gases? I am share you what are the oxygen. It is most important gas. All living things require oxygen. We know very well if we don't have oxygen, we cannot able to breathe. We can die without oxygen. It is also important because it makes it possible for fire to burn. Without oxygen, there is no possible anything we can able to fire, and we can able to fire to burn. So oxygen is very important in our atmosphere because it is required for all living things, and it is more possible to all living things live survive, and it possible for the fire to burn. The second gas is nitrogen, which are the present in our atmosphere in 78%. What is the purpose of the nitrogen to present in the atmosphere? It is the most abundant gas in the atmosphere. Nitrogen has number of uses. It is also used in living things. We can say that it is used in the fertilizer, but they can't use it directly from take the air. Instead, the plant take in nitrogen from the soil. As a fertilizer, we can use the nitrogen. You can observe that the farmer use the different type of the fertilizer which have the nitrogen present. So the nitrogen is very important to the living organism, and it is used, but it is not directly used. Okay, so first is oxygen, the second is nitrogen. Oxygen is also used in our oxygen cylinder. uh, After few slides we will inshallah ta'ala clearly discuss about that. The third gas is carbon dioxide. When you see and observe this picture, what process come in your mind? Yes, you are right, photosynthesis. Carbon dioxide, students, have you know very well, it is used in plant to make their food process, and this process is called the photosynthesis. It is used as a refrigerant, and the third use is to fight extinguishes. It is also used in forming rubber and plastics. What is this? Observe this picture. Yes, students, think about that. I repeat that after the carbon dioxide, I missed the two more gases. The other gases is argon, helium, and krypton, hydrogen, xenon, and ozone. What is the use of these gases? When we talk about the other gases which are present in the atmosphere, 0.9%, the gas is helium is used to fill the airship and balloon. Neon is used in neon lighting and advertising sign. And the argon is used to fill light bulb. Helium, neon, and argon are used to make the laser. So it is complete layers of, it is complete percentage of the different gases in the atmosphere. Now students, yes, you observe this picture. What do you observe that? There is a tube, there is a ball, kite, aeroplanes, and cycle have tires. Yes, you are right. These all needs are air, and the moving air is called wind. What is wind? The moving air is called wind. And what is the use of the winds? The first is it is used in the is a form of the energy, and it support the birds, gliders, and the aeroplane. The second is beta uses of air is sailing boat use power to moving air across the water. And you can observe the sailing boat. The sailing boat use the power of moving air to move across the water. Windmills use the force of wind to draw up water for the field and generate electricity. You can windmills in the water. Why the windmills use the water? It is use the force of the wind to draw up the water for the field or to generate electricity. Now, what is the compressed air? And the definition of the compressed air is air that is squeezed into the small space is called compressed air. Uses of compressed air is compressed air is used to inflate rubber tubes and other objects. It can support bicycle, car, and even aircraft. Compressed air is also used in gas cylinder. Okay. Air pressure is also used to sip a drink through straw in a way that is in the sipping action. To lower the air pressure in our mouth, which is allows the atmospheric pressure to push the liquid up the straw. Okay. Now, the volcanic eruption. What is the volcanic eruption? It is the amazing fact present in your book on the page number 80. You can see this picture. Uh, a volcanic eruption in the Iceland in 2010 created the lots of air pollution due to the ash clouds. This caused a very high level of the disturbance in the air. Ash damaged aircraft and affect visibility. Hundreds of the flights were students cancelled and the millions of air travelers could not travel for the many weeks. So it is the amazing facts that are present in your book, The Volcanic Eruption in the Iceland. Now, do you know that the atmosphere of the Mars and the Venus are made of the mostly of the carbon dioxide? While Saturn's atmosphere consists of hydrogen, helium, and methane, Mercury and the Moon has almost no atmosphere at all. Okay, beta. Now, this question present in your book, and this is the answer. This is a challenging part of your book. Why would you accept to find oxygen cylinder in hospital? Oxygen cylinders are the crucial part of the clinical setup, as oxygen therapy may be used in the emergency room, surgical procedures, or for the patient who require oxygen on the long-term basis for their medical condition. Student, please take a screenshot of this slide because it is the challenging part of your chapter. Okay, beta? Okay, today we have learned air has mass and weight, what is the atmosphere, layers in the atmosphere, composition of the air, uses of the air, volcanic eruption in Iceland. This is the homework task. Book homework is do exercise A, fill in the blanks on page number 81. To exercise B, circle the correct answer on page number 81. MCQs is very, very important for you and please do correctly. Copy work, you should do this work in copy. Do question number 1 from page number 82, answer given on page number 77. Question number 2 from page number answer present in page number 82 and see the slide. Question number 3 from the page number 82, see slide. Answer present in slide. Question number 4 from page number 82. These all questions present in the 82 and the answer is present in your slides. Take a screenshot, beta. And last question, question number 6 from the page number 82. Answer given on page number 77. And the defined fog and hail. This is answer we have shared in our slide. Okay, beta, this is the copy work. You do your copy work in your midterm copy. Okay. Now, this is very important for you. These units included in online assessment. Today lecture, today topic, today unit is not included in your online assessment data. Okay, these units, first is building unit of the body, the second is the brain, the third is digestion, fourth is flowering and non-flowering plant, matter, and the last is sound. Air is not included online assessment. Okay, beta. So, and some tips I will give you. Read these all units again and again. These units again and again, listen lecture again and make MCQs by yourself, at least 20 in each unit. Solve all book MCQs correctly and do practice more and more. This is the tip. And I hope my all intelligent and the smart student will get 100% marks. Okay, beta? This is our lecture and this is the homework slide. Take a screenshot and today we have learned and this is a challenging part of this chapter. Oxygen cylinder, what is the use of the oxygen cylinder in the hospital, and this is amazing facts that the atmosphere of the Mars and the Venus and the different planets. Okay, beta? Jazakallah. Have a nice day. Take care. Allah Hafiz.